Hi, everyone, and welcome. I hope that you are doing well. It has really been quite some time since I was able to post some content. So I'm hoping that what I have in store for you viewers today is going to be of interest and helpful in some way. So the video that I've created today is really part of a health and well-being series that I'm launching. So there will be a number of videos as part of this series. But in today's video, I really wanted to talk about and focus on intention. Okay, so think about how often you are currently using the power of intention in your life. Okay, is it something that you just use on occasion when you have a new project that you're about to embark on? Is it something that you're completely not using at all? Okay, well, it's important to nowadays, I feel, be very conscious and clear in your intentions. Setting intentions each day is vitally important as part of our co-creative process. Okay, so I generally take the time each day to set a particular intention, and intention is very personal. Some of my intentions may have to do with my family life. Some of my intentions may have to do with particular goals that I have in place. So let's just talk a little bit about what do I mean when I say intention. So there is an incredible book available, and you can probably pick up a copy from Amazon. Some of you folk may have already read it or heard of it, and that's called The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. So I'm going to just read to you Dr. Wayne Dyer's description or definition of intention, and I hope that really helps. So he describes intention as a strong purpose or aim that is accompanied by a determination to produce a desired result. People driven by intention are described as having a strong will that won't permit anything to interfere with achieving their inner desire. So I think that's a really good, succinct description of intention. If you really want to explore this topic further, then I suggest you pick up a copy. You may even be able to find one from a local library and take a deeper dive into that. I'm not going to be diving too deeply into intention today. I'm just going to talk generally about intention as well as talking about the kinds of things that will hijack your intentions. Robert Detzler, in one of his books, Robert being the founder of SRT, there's a quote in his book that says that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So in other words, it's great if you have an intention, but aligning to that intention is where we can, or being out of alignment with that intention is sometimes where things fall apart a little bit. So I'm going to talk to you today about what are the kinds of things that can hijack our intentions. And then I'm also going to lead you through a very simple intention setting process so you get a feel for how that process, the process that you can incorporate into your everyday life. So everything that exists emanated from the universal all-creating field of intention. Some people refer to this as source energy. Some people refer to it as creator energy or creatrix energy. Some people within the SRT community would refer to this as spirit. So in order for us to manifest our true heart's desire, it is essential that we are aligned to this field of intention. Okay. And as I just said not that long ago, there are many, many reasons why we might not be completely and fully aligned. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about that now. What are the kinds of things that can hijack our intentions? Well, the first thing I want to say before I get into that is that we can have a lack of clarity in terms of our intentions. So getting clear in your intention is probably the first, foremost, most important step. Once we're clear in our intention, then it's usually the ego that comes along and begins to sabotage our co-creative intentions. So anything like, limiting thoughts that run over and over in your head, such as, I'm not good, or I'm not going to be a success, or I'm not worthy. you probably know what I'm talking about. And then the accompanying emotions that come along with that. Very often, these kinds of things are rooted in our subconscious belief systems. And a lot of the time, these belief systems are carried over from other lifetimes. Okay. The common ones that I see are things like, I'm unsafe, I'm unworthy, I'm damaged, I'm limited, I'm powerless, I'm helpless. Okay. And these belief systems are not based on love and truth. A lot of the time, it's just based on past life trauma or other life trauma. And of course, they're based on fear and separation. Okay, there are a few other things that can have an impact on our intention. Essentially, it's you as a human being living here on Earth having to negotiate the entanglement that we have with our biological families, our created families, our soul families, our ancestors, both from this lifetime and past lifetimes. The morphogenetic field, the field that sits around the Earth, we're bathed in it, so there's no escaping it. These are just a few things that come into play when we're talking about what can hijack our intention. Okay, so I'm going to lead you through a very simple intention setting process. And of course, you can feel free to add to this if you wish, but I'm going to lead you through this now. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to find a place where you can comfortably relax and not be disturbed. So if you have, like in my life, a very busy morning with children to get off to school and sorting out packed lunches and school runs, maybe you either have to wake up a little bit early, or if you have time before you start your work day, just find a time where you can do this. And it's good to do this at the start of the day rather than at the end of the day. You're then going to take a very nice deep breath in from your ninth chakra, which, if you don't know where that is, that's just above the crown. So a little, about 2 feet above the crown. And you're going to breathe all the way down the body, down to below your feet to the 10th chakra. Okay. And so you're going to go through this process twice. You're then going to request that your spiritual guidance or high self, if you want to use that terminology, be present for you now. Take a few moments to allow the mind to empty completely. Whatever is going through your mind, worries, anxieties, fears, list of chores, just allow that to flow away. You can deal with that later. Rest in the loving observer or witness seat. And becoming aware of any thoughts, emotions, or sensations that may arise. Just take a note of anything that comes up. Put it on the noteboard for later reflection and let them go for now. Then drop into your heart space. It's helpful to place 1 or 2 hands over the heart chakra and hold an intention to connect with your heart. This is our big transformer. It's also linked to our passions, our desires, the things that we'd really love to create, the things we'd really love to manifest. And now ask your heart and your guidance, what is the highest, most loving intention I can hold for myself and others today? I'll say that again. What is the highest, most loving intention I can hold for myself or others today? Continue to breathe gently into the heart as you wait for a response. Now, I can't say how the response is going to come through. That depends on your spiritual senses and how developed they are. It could be a word, it could be a feeling, it could be an image, it could be a memory, it could be just an inner knowing. Okay, and then once you receive this, begin to formulate your intention in a simple statement. Speak it out loud, engaging that throat chakra. Okay, and this will help to affirm it. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful in some way. And I will, of course, be, as my schedule and family life allows, be uploading more videos as part of this new health and well-being series. Today is quite an auspicious day as far as I understand it, the 9th of June, I believe from my research. We are having, not that I'm an astrologist by any means, it's where Jupiter and Venus are coming together in the skies, creating a lot of, abundance, a lot of luck. So if ever there was a day to set an intention for yourself around any particular area, I would encourage you to do that today. All right, everybody, thanks for watching and sending you much love. Take care. Bye.